Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Mega Man V. We have killed 2 Star Droids so far, and now it's time to kill 2 more. Let's start with this one right here. This good old armored tank looking robot known as Mars. Obviously named after the planet, which was named after the Roman goddess of war. And I'm guessing with the robot's look, it's keeping that motif, you know, being a warrior and all that. Anyway, let's talk about Mars right quick. He is similar to Napalm Man and Commando Man in that he is a walking weapon, heavily armored and equipped with a variety of deadly weapons. The rollers in his feet allow him to move at high speed. However, he cannot jump well because of his heavy armor and weaponry. His main weapon is the Photon Missile, a missile that stays in place for about a second before flying horizontally with great power. He also attacks by dropping landmines and launching homing missiles. Mars is vulnerable to the corrosive effects of salt water. Yeah, because water plus metal equals damage, and I mean, I know water corrodes all things given enough time, but just drop them in the ocean. I mean, the Earth is made of 70% water, right? So, jeez. Just pick him up and drop him in the Atlantic Ocean or something, and he'll rust and he'll die. Seriously, vulnerable to salt water, unless it's the Neptune's version of salt water that's more concentrated, has a special effect or something. I'm guessing, I'm not entirely sure. Also, it kind of reminds me of that movie Signs, you know, where aliens invade the planet Earth, even though they are very vulnerable to water. But enough about that movie. We are playing Mega Man V. Still a good game. Still a good game after all this time. So, at some point, they were going to remake the Mega Man games for the Game Boy Advance, and they were actually going to have Mega Man V colored. Yeah, it was going to be remade, have all these nice colors to it, but unfortunately that plan was scrapped, and what would it have been like to see this game in color? I mean, see all the Robot Masters in their proper color? Because, believe it or not, there is actual artwork of these Star Droids, I mean, in actual color, what they look like, and it's fantastic. I mean, you can actually see some of this artwork in the Mega Man and Base CD collection, so that's nice. Now here, be careful, because there are 3 spikes right here, and yeah, ouch. Essentially, the best way to get past them is make sure you stay within the black area so you don't get hit. And as you can see here, I died off screen and at the exact same place. And the reason I died is because I wanted to get that P-chip, because P-chips can be worth something. Trust me, I'm going to be spending some P-chips later on in this video. So, is it worth it? Oh yeah, it is worth it. And those monkeys that throw bananas, they remind me of those monkeys, those ape enemies from Mega Man 2 and 3. And just as annoying, they hop around, they try to hit Mega Man. I mean, especially the one in Mega Man 3. I mean, he hangs from the ceiling, you try and hit it, and as soon as you move closer, it just hops around like blah, 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 blah. And those rocket enemies, they are no threat, really. You can kill them no problem. Although, if you let them take off, they will slowly descend with their parachutes and trying to hit Mega Man. But they can easily be dodged and destroyed. I mean, it's the aftermath of the explosion you have to worry about. Hello there, turret mini boss guy. So, if all these robots are from outer space, how did they arrive? I mean, I'm sure the Star Droids have their own teleportation system of some kind, but do they have spaceships? Did they just appear in a bright flash? Did they just fall in a meteor? Where did they come from? That's kind of an interesting question. I mean, I know it's a video game, but still, there's got to be some logical explanation for these things. Alright. Oh, good. We're at the boss door. Yay. Now, my battle against Mars, well, I have to confess, I died. Yep, I died to this guy. And that's because I wasn't thinking too much, really. All I wanted to do was just get this guy dead. I didn't really think about dodging photon missile. I mean, you can dodge it by sliding underneath. And those other homing missiles right here, they look more like bullets. Well, you can just shoot them and they'll go away. And you can dive over those mines easily. It's like, no problem. See, there I go. And to be realistic, even though saltwater does a bunch of damage to Mars, make sure he's in his open, his eyes are open to get maximum hits. And to be frank, I think about just using the regular old Mega Arm, Mega Buster type deal because it still does a fair amount of damage. Plus, you can take out those homing small missile things, so either or, it's up to you. Anyway, he's dead. Thank God. Though that photon missile does kind of look torpedo-ish, so why isn't it called a photon torpedo? Okay, commence the boo comments, commence the dislikes. I know, that was kind of lame. Pathetic. You got photon missile, whoop-de-doo. Alright. Yeah, this is a... Oh, goody, I got 90 P chips, which means I can now buy something. And there is only one thing right now I want to get. And make sure I gotta get the right item, though. Yeah, this one right here. This is a power-up for the Mega Arm. Once installed, you can grab an item from far away. You need 90 P chips for this item. Do you want this item? Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Yay. And I'm out of P chips, but it's worth it. Trust me, this power-up is worth it. Good luck, Mega Man. Alright. So what is this item I just bought? Well, turns out this item is known as the Magnet Hand. But first of all, we're off to our final Star Droid of this group, Venus. And let's talk about Venus right quick. He's a very aggressive Star Droid that walks sideways like a crab, as he is unable to walk forward. Venus loves cleanliness and washes his head with shampoo every morning, despite the fact that he doesn't have hair. What the heck? So, Venus usually spends his days in the showers with some herbal essence going, yes! Yes! Yo, this is wonderful! Oh, yes! Yes! Okay, some of these Robot Master hobbies are weird. But hey, maybe the weirdness is part of the charm of the classic series, huh? Anyway, here we are in Venus' stage. Another aquatic level, as it were. And this one's a bit different from Neptune's. You don't go underwater. Instead, the water can attack you, as these waterfalls are trying to do right here. At least the game warned you that these things are coming with one drop, and then down comes the waterfall, and the waterfall, if you get caught under it, will kill you, so bear that in mind. And these bubble enemies here, you can easily see who the real ones are from the, well, you can easily tell them apart from the background bubbles, as it were. See? The one right there, the one bubble, it's more detailed and darker colored, which means it's part of the scenery. The lighter versions are the enemies. And these, and I hate enemies that split apart. You know, those enemies that if you destroy one, they split into smaller groups, and the smaller ones are even harder to hit. Yeah. Anyway, you are seeing the upgrade for the Mega Arm in action. Basically, I can now grab things from far away. and it's great. And as you can see, my lives are now back to 2. What I did was I off-screen, got more P-chips, went back to Lights Lab and got more lives. And I got more lives on the stages as well, because, hey, I hate dying and all that. But regardless, see, the magnet hand, I believe that's what it's called, is fantastic. I mean, it means I can just grab things from far away. I don't even have to risk my life to slide underneath the spikes to grab it. It's like, I mean, if you get 90 P-chips, or go for this upgrade. Go for it as soon as possible. Trust me, it will be worth it. Especially during the second half of this game. I hate you splitting apart enemies. Ow. There, dead. Now, for some reason, Venus's stage theme has a kind of a synthesized jazz feeling. And oh, hi Eddie. Bye Eddie. Thanks. All right. As I was saying, this music here has kind of a synthesized, kind of a jazzy, kind of like feeling, as it were. In fact, all this music in this game is actually pretty good too. I mean. It gives it a whole unique flair, as it were. To be fair, I like video game music in general, but something about this music that gets your blood pumping, you know? And to be fair, all Mega Man music, all video game music, it's supposed to get your blood pumping because you're right in the middle of the action, you're right in the thick of things, and yeah. Alright. There we go. Oh, those small E-tank things. If you collect 4 of these tiny E things, it will form one giant E-tank, and that's an interesting gimmick. That let's see, was it in Mega Man 4 for the Game Boy? Well, let's see. No. Yeah. Let's see. Rocking the wiki right quick. Because this level is a little long. Let's see. E-tank. Yep. Yeah, this gimmick with the whole mini E-tank thing first appeared in Mega Man 4. Oh god, I hate this part. Yeah, those bubble things, you have to move a specific way so that you can jump higher. But especially around here, especially with spikes and enemies, it can really screw you up. It's like, ugh. And yes, I had to use an E-tank because I did not want to die here because, ugh, I don't want to start over from the checkpoint. And yes, those things will kill you, even on solid land, which, ugh. Yeah, the levels are designed to kill Mega Man. And that's the fun of it. We are going to fight back against the levels. See, I'm a little nervous here because of this owl's blowing towards you and blowing away from you, especially with the spikes. Ugh. Spikes, Mega Man's #1 enemy, not Dr. Wily. Or Dr. Wowie, or whatever. Alright, here we are. We are at Venus. Oh, get up there, you stupid. There you go. Alright. Alright, Venus here, this crab-like enemy. He is, again, he is vulnerable to photon missile. And his attack is bubble bomb. And, see, his bubble... Not bubble bomb. Yeah, bubble bomb. And as you can see, that bubble thing is really homing in on Mega Man right here. And as you can see, the bubble bombs can actually cancel out the homing missiles, the photon missiles, and basically just spam photon missile till he's dead. And yeah. So we defeated 4 Star Droids. All right. So now we're at the halfway point of the game. I'm just sorry, I'm just watching this whole weapons get thing. And I like it how they actually demonstrate the weapons here. Usually when Mega Man gets a weapon, they just said, you got such and such, and they don't really show how it works and stuff. And we also get Rush Coil. Usually Rush Coil is a item that's you get from the beginning of a Mega Man game, starting with Mega Man 3. But in this case, well, I think it's some game. I think it originated, this whole getting Rush Coil in a game after being a certain boss, comes from Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy. I'm not sure, I have to look it up. Anyway, this here is a cutscene because, well, Mega Man's just wandering around looking for something. And yes, the time has come. The time has come for us to face Terra again. We're stronger now, I have more weapons, I have the Mega Arm. That's strange. There's nothing here. Ah, it's been a long time, Mega Man. I didn't expect to see you in one piece again, but that is of little consequence now. I will destroy you as I did before and avenge my fallen comrades. Dark Moon, attack! Ah, Terra, you wuss. Come back here and face Mega Man like a robot. You defeated him before. Instead, you just have to go do this whole Bond villain stupidity, leaving while, leaving, you know, a death trap that you assume that will kill Mega Man while you do something else. Bleh. Anyway, Dark Moon here is a devil, and it's pretty easy, really. Just shoot him in the eye with the Mega Arm, and she has many blasts. Just, again, dodge those pieces that come out of them. Some of them will bounce downward, and you can dodge those no problem. So, I'm guessing Terra was originally supposed to face Mega Man, but he realized that he had to go to the hair salon because he had an appointment with Raditz, you know, getting some special shampoo for his hair or something. And then he had to, well, Mega Man was coming, so he had to, Dark Moon, here, you destroy Mega Man, I have, something to do, bye! Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Dark Moon is easy, very easy compared to a number of the other devils in this series. Although Mega Man and Base's Green Devil is the easiest because all it does is just stands around while you shoot it. But at least this devil presents a little challenge as it breaks apart just like its predecessors. Well, gotta have that halfway point mini-boss at some point, but yeah. And just like that, Dark Moon breaks apart. And Dark Moon is actually colored grayish in the artwork, so that's interesting. Anyway, I will see you in part 3.